And you know, on that note, if you're not able to travel to Texas to help in the recovery efforts, you know, there are still ways you can help. And Tim talked about this. Donating money is perhaps the biggest need right now. But you have to be very careful because there are a lot of links out there, a lot of people soliciting donations, and you want to make sure you're not giving to a scam or a suspected scam. So we brought in Stephen Mayer with the Better Business Bureau to talk to us about how to avoid these scams. Stephen, because I'm sure you guys see a lot of these right now.
Absolutely. The devastation is just unreal. Like a lot of your viewers, I was watching it unfold all weekend long and just could not believe it. Great thing about Americans, we come together, we want to help each other out, whether you're from Oregon or Texas, anywhere in between. So we're going to see a lot of donations pour in, but scammers know that as well. So we just want to protect your viewers to make sure they're donating to the right causes.
And you're going to help us walk through how to go about verifying. So let's start there. How do you know if it's legit?
Yeah, very simple. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing your own research or looking up tax records. Just go to give.org. It's a great website. They've done a lot of vetting for you. So if you're finding a charity or a foundation you're thinking about donating to, go right to that website, type in the name of that charity, and you can look up their history.
You can trust those sources. Like you said, they have vetted them. What about some organizations that are reputable? We heard Tim talking about the Red Cross, which is a great one. What other kind of, you say, boots on the ground organizations?
Absolutely. We really encourage people to donate to groups that are already there in the affected areas. American Red Cross, perfect example. Tim did a good job of showing the need there. They have boots on the ground. I was watching the coverage and all the live shots. You see the aid workers with the Red Cross shirts on doing some great work there. So donate to those groups who are already there. They're up and running. They're going to be able to distribute that aid much more effectively.
You talked about crowdfunding earlier in the break, and I'm interested to hear what you have to say about that. Have you seen a lot of that?
Absolutely. My Facebook feed is just lighting up with it. Facebook today said, hey, click on this button and you can donate very easily. And it's such a great tool. Social media is so powerful. It makes it so easy for us to donate. But again, scammers know this as well, and so they're looking to take advantage. So if you're donating online, make sure the description of what your money will be used for is as detailed as possible. Is it food? Is it water? Is it shelter? Is it just getting people out of the affected areas? Those details should be there.
And recovery timeline. So right now, a lot of people donating because it's at the forefront of all of our minds. But what about later on? Yeah,
this is what everyone is talking about right now. The president just landed, so there's a lot of tension on the affected areas. But of course, we know the news cycle moves on and things, people get caught up with other things. So in a few weeks, a few months, maybe even a year, the need is still going to be there. So if you're looking to donate, maybe hold off for a week or two because they're getting a lot of support right now. But once the attention dies down, they're still going to need your help.
And you know, another point, I read a really interesting article today from NPR that talked about in major disasters, you know, people a lot of times it's great. They want to send clothing and all sorts of things. But the reality is they're so overwhelmed by sometimes these physical donations that money in the end to reputable sources and websites and places like that is really the way to go.
Yeah, think about it. A truckload of goods is great to have, but that's hard to distribute, especially when it's still raining, there's still floodwaters, so that cash is going to be very helpful.
Stephen, thank you so much. Better Business Bureau with some great tips. I know you have plenty more on your website. Hey, we want to remind you another place you can donate is through kgw.com. We have a banner. It's called Northwest Response, so just click on that. All of the donations you make there go directly to the American Red Cross Harvey Relief Fund. You can also find a list of other charities and nonprofits there accepting donations.